How long have you been searching for your purpose? 5 years, 10, maybe longer? And in all that time, all those books, podcasts, courses, has anything actually changed? I'm 68 years old, and I've watched hundreds of intelligent people spend decades searching for something they already knew. What if I told you that you've known your purpose all along, and the search itself is what's keeping you from it? In the next 10 minutes, I'll ask you 3 questions. And if you answer honestly, your search ends today. You've been searching for a while now, haven't you? Maybe it started with a book, then a podcast, then a course, then another book. You've taken personality tests, read about Ikigai, maybe even hired a coach. And yet, here you are, still watching videos about finding your purpose. I'm not judging you. I did the same thing for decades. There's a pattern I've observed in successful people, and I say successful deliberately, because it's rarely the struggling ones who obsess over purpose. It's the ones who've achieved everything they set out to achieve and feel nothing. You hit your targets. You got the promotion, the house, the respect, and somewhere around 45, you woke up and thought, is this it? So you started searching, reading, seeking. But here's what I've noticed after 68 years of watching people. The search never ends, not because purpose is hard to find, because the search itself has become the hiding place. Let me tell you something uncomfortable. You already know your purpose. You've known it for years, maybe decades. You're not searching for clarity. You're searching for permission, and you're using the search as a sophisticated form of procrastination. I've sat with hundreds of people over my lifetime, executives, entrepreneurs, professionals at the top of their fields. When I asked them what they would do if money and status didn't matter, do you know what happens? They answer immediately, without hesitation. And then they spend 20 minutes explaining why they can't do that thing. The purpose was never hidden. The resistance was. When you were younger, you had dreams, specific ones. Maybe you wanted to write, maybe you wanted to teach, maybe you wanted to build something that mattered to you, not just to your bank account. But somewhere along the way, someone told you that wasn't practical. So you buried it. You chose the sensible path. That was 20 years ago, and now you're searching for purpose as if it's something you lost. But you didn't lose it. You abandoned it. The search for purpose, the endless reading, the courses, the contemplation, it feels productive. But what it really does is keep you safe from the terrifying moment of actually committing. Because as long as you're still figuring it out, you don't have to risk anything. I had a friend, brilliant man, spent 15 years talking about the book he was going to write. Read every book about writing, attended conferences, built a beautiful home office. He died at 62. The book was never started. Not a single page. He wasn't searching for his purpose. He was hiding from it. So let's end this today, right now. 3 questions, not philosophical abstractions. 3 concrete questions that cut through decades of confusion. If you answer honestly, you'll know your purpose before this video ends. Question 1, who have you already helped? Not who you could help in some imaginary future. Who have you actually helped in your life? Think about the moments when someone thanked you, really thanked you, and you felt something light up inside. Maybe you helped a younger colleague navigate a difficult boss. Maybe you helped a friend through a divorce because you'd been through one yourself. Maybe you explained something complex in a way that finally made sense to someone. Your purpose isn't invented. It's discovered in the evidence of your life. The people you've helped, they're clues. They came to you for a reason. Something about your particular wounds, your particular journey, made you the right person for them. Who were they? What did they need? Question 2, what problem makes you angry? Not sad, not concerned, angry. What injustice, what inefficiency, what stupidity in the world makes your blood boil? Because anger is a compass. Properly channeled, it points directly at purpose. I've never met a person with a powerful sense of purpose who wasn't, at some level, pissed off about something. Not bitter, there's a difference, but genuinely outraged by a problem they couldn't ignore. Maybe it's how companies treat their employees. Maybe it's how the education system fails creative kids. Maybe it's how people waste their lives chasing things that don't matter. That one certainly got to me. What's your anger pointing at? Don't dismiss it as negativity. That anger is data. It's showing you where you're needed. Question 3, what would you do if no one ever knew? This is the one that separates real purpose from ego dressed up as purpose. If you could never tell anyone, if you got zero credit, no social media post, no recognition, no applause, would you still do it? Because a lot of what we call purpose is actually a more sophisticated way of seeking approval. I want to help people can be code for I want to be seen as someone who helps people. Real purpose doesn't need an audience. I knew a woman who spent 20 years mentoring young women in business, never spoke about it publicly, never built a personal brand around it. She just did it, quietly, consistently, because she couldn't not do it. That's purpose, not performed, lived. What would you do even if no one ever clapped? If you're recognizing yourself in these patterns, subscribe. I share insights like this every week, the kind most people won't tell you. Let me tell you what happens if you don't answer these questions. You'll keep searching. You'll find another book, another framework, another guru who promises clarity. And for a few weeks, you'll feel like you're making progress. Then the fog will return, and you'll search again. This cycle can last decades. I've watched it happen. The cost is not just time, it's aliveness. When you're disconnected from purpose, something in you dims. You're not depressed, you're not dysfunctional. You're just muted, successful on paper, hollow in private. The people closest to you feel it. Your spouse, your children, they see you going through the motions. Your kids don't remember the money you made. They remember whether your eyes were alive. I've sat with people in their 70s who finally had time to reflect. Do you know what they regret? Not the failures, not the risks that didn't work out, the unlived life, the purpose they saw but never pursued. So what now? You've answered the 3 questions, maybe not perfectly, but something stirred, something you recognized. Don't overcomplicate what comes next. Start small, start secret, start now. You don't need a 5-year plan. You don't need to quit your job. You don't need to announce anything to anyone. Take one action today that moves in the direction of what you already know. If you're meant to write, write 1 page, not for publication, just to prove to yourself that you still can. If you're meant to mentor, reach out to 1 person, 1 conversation. If you're meant to build something, sketch it. 1 napkin, 1 idea captured. Purpose doesn't arrive through contemplation. It arrives through action. You don't need more information. You need to do the thing you've been avoiding. I'm 68 years old, and if there's one thing I know with certainty, it's this. Purpose isn't something you find. It's something you finally stop running from. You've always known, maybe since you were young. Maybe it whispered to you in quiet moments and you pretended not to hear. Who have you helped? What makes you angry? What would you do if no one knew? Somewhere in those answers is the thread. And if you pull it, not next year, not when you're ready, but today, it will unravel everything you've been hiding behind. You didn't click on this video to find your purpose. You already knew your purpose. You came here hoping I would finally give you permission. Consider it given. Now go do the thing. You know what it is.